Hey everybody, and welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles 4 Rival here, and Witch and the Wolf, the Trials of Exo. We've got some bits to do today. We've got a new squad story we might want to do bits for. We're basically going to try and move things along on the story, so probably another episodic one today. I've also got to put some time in grinding, get some extra XP and stuff like that. Something really to do at headquarters. No one said anything about the extra stories. We do have extra stories if you want to do those as well. But if you want to just keep pushing along with squad stories and the main stuff, that's fine as well. But yeah, it's probably going to be episodic today. I don't know entirely because I don't know how long this lasts, and I really don't know how much story there will be for the next mission. But I'm trying to keep episode, the stuff with stories all condensed into one video, so we can get multiple battles and things like that. Because I know people like that kind of stuff. I'm expecting it to be a lot harder. Seth 90 was kind of be playing alongside in his own campaign, and has pointed out that we were getting less damage than he was on his playthrough. So it turns out that somewhere along the line the difficulty had gone down to easy, and I don't know how that happened. I don't know whether it has a dynamic thing where you fail a lot, because some of the missions I have failed quite a lot on. You might be able to tell from the videos ones that I seem to know where things are coming from. That's because I failed a lot. Really have failed a lot. It's a game where you have to really pick what you're doing very carefully, and unfortunately when you're doing a video you kind of have to move things along. You have to keep talking and not let people get bored by you going, if I went, oh no, and all this kind of stuff. So I end up dying quite a bit. I haven't had one of those massive critical things where you lose all 20 soldiers or anything like that, or you take more than 20 turns. But I have got to the stage where it's like, I cannot beat this because I have lost this, or I've lost this particular vehicle, or I really need Riley over here, or something like that. And it's just like, if I could try and move her there, she's going to get completely slaughtered by all these soldiers are arrayed, or I've deployed her in the wrong area, or something like that. So I've had to go back and start again, and back and start again. And it's just, it looks easy, but it's really not. But at some point, it turned it down to easy. I'm not entirely sure when. I haven't gone back to take a look because it was too depressing. But I would like to say thank you to him for informing me of that, because it was allowing me to check, and it turned out it was. So I turned it back up to normal. So I'm expecting a massive difficulty spike. I've got used to playing on something that was less than I thought. So now we're going to jump up, and I'm probably going to get really grouchy quite a lot when they make impossible shots from across the map and stuff like that. Just warning you. Anyway, Witch and the Wolf. Let's do this.
I've tracked the Centurion's position to this area, right where we want them.
Oh, they're attacking the Centurion again. Yay.
Uh-huh. So how do you plan on taking them down?
Our goal is to capture the ship, not capsize it.
Capsize. You sure get hung up on details, my man.
They are two different things.
The snow cruiser is a beautiful piece of work, but it's not like you'll get to keep it. I get why Doc Belgar's taking a scientific interest in it. So what's your horse in this race, Forsetti?
A promise.
A promise?
Primaria, I'll have you sortie as well. But know this, failure is not an option.
Have you never watched Mythbusters? Failure is always an option. They have a t-shirt with it as well. It's really kind of cool.
Nor shall disobedience be tolerated. Belgar's orders. Should you repeat the same mistake, you'll be sent back to the research facility.
Yeah. Calibrations.
Whoa there. What do you mean by that?
The laboratory is demanding we return their Valkyria. One of its top researchers, Professor Forster, has defected.
Ooh.
Since then, our working relationship has been strained. We've been ignoring their demands thus far, but should you fail to prove yourself useful on the Crystal Sea...
Holy shit! You really suck at this. Sure, you're an ace when it comes to war, but you don't have a clue how to treat a lady.
I beg your pardon?
What the hell are you doing, twisting her arm like that before the final showdown? Seriously, what do you and Belgar think Chromaria is?
A weapon. A tool. Nothing more.
You're still a person.
Look, Forsetti. And you too, Chromaria. We're all comrades in arms, aren't we?
What?
Comrades?
Of course. We live together, fight together. What else would you call that but comrades? So come on. We can afford to act like a team, right?
He's got a point. I just realised that flag behind him is on the side, next to the picture. That's an owl. I've just realised that. Oh boy.
I think not.
I want nothing to do with it.
Oh wow, you guys are so broken.
Have it your way, Forsetti. Carry on with your little plan.
You guys are so broken. Tears from a witch. You know, you're allowed to take the chuggy thing off. You know that, right?
You're nothing but a failure. Just a useless defect.
Perhaps I ought to return it to the laboratory. No matter. There's more where it came from.
Why? I gave them everything, and still they brand me as worthless.
And because you went off the reservation and decided to try and sink a ship instead of what you were ordered to do. But still, I feel your pain.
Am I truly nothing but a failure?
No, you're not. You're not a failure.
Selvaria, you are the pride of the Empire. Prove your loyalty to His grace. Show the world your power.
Hey, Wolfie.
Help me! Someone, please! Save me!
Oh.
Hey, you in there?
It's that obnoxious man.
Yes.
I hear Fenrir in there, which means you're in there too, aren't you, Princess? I need to speak with you. I'm coming in, okay?
No! Stay out!
Whoa now, you okay in there? You crying again?
I told you to stay out!
Fine, my bad. You're right, it's rude to enter a lady's room without permission.
Then leave me be. You could wait a millennium and still I wouldn't invite you in.
Oh. So I have to stand out here 1,001 years? Fine by me. You're worth the wait.
Oh, lied.
You've been through a lot, haven't you? It must be hard having to tough it out all by your lonesome. Why don't we talk about it and
Leave me alone!
Sorry, no can do. What sort of gentleman would I be if I left a damsel in distress? Guess I'll just come back later.
He's determined. I'll give him that. Daughters of War. Okay.
But you've changed, Kai. This war has changed you. You don't care about peace. All you care about is your own twisted cause.
Claude, if you wish to know the truth, then join me. I could tell from our battles how skilled a commander you've become. I'd welcome you with open arms.
You think? Wait, goddammit! Kai!
Am I intruding? My apologies.
Belgar.
Goodness gracious, I can hardly keep up with these constant calls from headquarters. Sounds like the army is in quite a state of turmoil. They're withdrawing from the Gallian front as we speak.
Hey, we actually had an effect. This is good.
Ah, yes. I suppose that would be good news for you. To say nothing of Prince Maximilian falling in battle.
No way.
After writing off Operation Cygnus as a trifle for so long, headquarters must be reeling. They're assembling all the troops they can muster to defend the capital. That must be why they want it back. I assume they'll be recalling the rest of XO as well. The fools. They haven't a clue what creeps ever closer. If only they knew the truth of Operation Cygnus, they'd be throwing everything they have at it.
But their ignorance is our opportunity.
Indeed. I trust you will succeed this time.
Yes, sir.
Now then, about your roles in the coming operation.
Yes, my lord.
I would have you rest for now. Leave this one to Forsetti.
You will allow us to rest?
But of course. You two are my trump cards after all. I can't play my hand this early in the game. You understand, do you not? The role I have given you.
Yes, my lord. We do. We are yours to command.
I'm glad you're taking so well to your calibrations. It'd be a shame to have to retire such valuable resources.
Thank you, Lord Belgar. Thank you, Lord Belgar.
Interesting. That's kind of creepy. And by kind of, I mean completely. Wolf no more.
Hey there, princess.
Fenrir, come on. You just need a little pat around the ears. That's all it is. You need scratching around the ears. That's all it is.
Oh, come on, Fenrir. Don't give me that. You and me, we're one and the same. Loyal knights, sworn to protect our master. That makes us comrades too, right, boy?
He's gonna bite you. You know that, right?
I don't recall knighting the likes of you.
Nice view. You come here often? It's nice to have a place to yourself. Growing up, I didn't have anywhere to call home. Sure, I was born into a wealthy house. Problem was, my mother was the maid. A noble indiscretion. Like most bastards, I was neglected, abused. One day I'd had enough and I ran away to the slums. It was a real cesspool, a place for the lowest of the low. But at least I was free there. The streets were my true home. I met new people, found friendship, even fell in love. If my mind's in the gutter, it's always gonna be in their gutters. Holding on to that helps me get by. How about you? You got a place like that?
No. If I belong anywhere, it's under the knife.
Ah, that lab they want to ship you back to.
Every day was a new experiment. They'd strap electrodes to my head, apply stimuli, and observe how I'd react.
Nice.
Needle piercing, water torture, sleep deprivation, cut me apart, put me back together, slice my brain.
Easy. I get it. You don't have to relive all that.
But that's my true home. I fought so hard to be chosen. But even now, if I fail again, it's back to the lab for more experiments, more torture, until my final sunset. Do you finally see? No one can understand my pain. Leave me. I have nothing more to say to you.
Not happening. You think you deserve to be locked up in some loony bin? To hell with that. I'll never let those bastards have you. Right here's where you belong. And that's final.
How dare you? Not in a million years.
Not doing it for you? Huh? My pecs are usually a big hit with the ladies.
Ha!
You... cur!
You are seriously tapped, my friend.
Yeah, you're right. I was a real hound dog. But not anymore. From this day forward, my heart is your home. And yours alone.
Okay, that was a good line. If you could just temper it with, like, everything else he says before it to make it less... I don't think there's actually a word. Then I think he might be in with a shot. I mean, obviously she feels that she's damaged and things and unworthy of anything but being used as an experiment. You just have to show her that she's not.
If you want somewhere to belong, look no further. When you laugh, when you cry, I'll be there. For all of it.
Fenrir, teach this insolent oaf his place.
Ah, come on, boy. We're comrades, remember? Ah, damn it. Think about what I said, Chromaria. You do have a place where you belong!
What a fool.
Chapter 14, Azure Flame.
Okay, chapter 14. SOS. Okay.
The Centurions received a distress signal.
Yeah, it's the Cavalier?
It's from the Cavalier. We've both been making our way to the capital, but they've taken a different route. We have been surrounded by ground troops, requesting immediate assistance. The fact that they broke radio silence to call for help removed all doubt. Their lives are on the line.
Okay. An obvious trap. It's a trap!
The Cavalier was attacked about 50 knots from the capital.
You do know knots is a designation for speed. It's nautical miles per hour. Not a distance. I mean, technically it was a distance. It was knotted rope, and they used to hang it out the back of a ship when it was under full speed, and they would see how many knots it did. That was where it comes from. But That's a designation of speed, not distance. Mary, I'm starting to think that you're not really a naval officer.
That's far enough that we could go around them and continue, while the Cavalier distracts them.
Okay, now I'm thinking you're not a naval officer.
Our allies asked for help, and you want to abandon them? The Cavalier's going to sink without us.
And you were never a naval officer, so I'll let you off, Claude.
Claude, you have to stay calm. You know this is a trap to lure us out.
Obviously. They couldn't have done it more if they'd put a big neon sign in the sky pointing down to the Cavalier going, "This is a trap."
There would be a huge force waiting there for us. They want to take down our ships one by one.
And if you abandon the Cavalier, you're going to lose one of your ships, which means you will only have one left. Oh my god, are we the only ones who actually understand this, Claude?
Don't let your emotions control you. If we keep moving while the enemy targets them, we can seize our chance.
In a ship that is running on reduced power, and you want to attack the capital in that, with no backup. Minerva. My pal. Think through the logic. It's obviously a trap. We know this. But 2 ships. Better than 1.
I can see the logic. Leaving the Cavalier behind to head for the objective would limit the strain on our supplies. But can we really capture the capital with a single ship? One that isn't even running at full parameters?
Thank you!
More than anything, can we really just sit by and watch another one of our sister ships fall?
Well,
The Cavalier is between us and the capital. If we charge ahead at full speed, we can rescue them.
Do you really think the Cavalier can hold out, surrounded by that kind of force? Even if they could, it only proves that it's a trap for us.
Ms. Miller, how much engine output do we have available compared to before our breakdown?
Well, the main reactor's still non-functional, so we're relying on the backup engine. We're still operating under a limiter, but if we took it off, I think we could bring it up to 40%. But that would only last us a few hours. I don't know if the engine could take the strain after that.
It might just be enough to make it in time.
Captain, are you seriously thinking of going to help them?
You're seriously thinking of not? Mr. Strange haircut and weird face? I can't remember his name. Brian?
Yes. It's not simply a matter of saving our allies, as Mr. Wallace suggested. We have learned from the loss of the comet. The greatest threat to our mission is the Valkyria herself. And judging from the Cavalier's transmission, I think it's clear she's among their assailants.
So you want us to take advantage of the distraction and attack them from behind?
The enemy will be prepared to intercept, but I imagine it'll be more favorable than facing them head-on.
But sir!
I don't know how, but it appears the enemy can move about freely on the Crystal Sea as well. Even if we let them go, we won't have heard the last of that Valkyria. If we want to win, we'll have to confront and defeat her. The sole objective of the Cygnus fleet is to take the Imperial capital.
Yes?
And to that end, we will defeat the Valkyria. Brian, change course.
Aye, aye, Captain. Hard to starboard. We're heading to rescue the Cavalier at top speed.
Dum dum dum.
Mr. Wallace, I've made my choices based on my own determination. I suggest you do the same. But remember, we're soldiers, not machines. We have to carry out our mission, but that isn't our only purpose. You should always make choices that you won't regret, even if they aren't the right ones. I want you to remember that, no matter what comes to pass. Because lives hang in the balance at our command. and some consequences can never be undone.
Sir!
Okay. Keep going.
Engine, full speed ahead.
Full speed? We can't even get to half speed!
We're heading to a showdown with the Valkyria. We need all the power we can get.
A showdown? With the ship like this? That's ridiculous!
It only grazed us last time, and that took the whole damn reactor offline. Next time they're gonna sink us.
This is impossible!
Hey, why are you all acting so scared? This could be our chance to finally beat our archenemy and save our friends at the same time, right? I thought real men were supposed to get fired up in times like this.
In the movies, most of the time you're just terrified. Fear is a good thing. Keeps you alive. But
Hey, you heard her! I thought I had a bunch of engineers in here! This ought to get your blood pumping! We're the best in Edinburgh, and we got the heart of a secret military superweapon in our hands! All right, boys. Let's show them what the Centurion can do!
more if it had a full reactor. But at the moment she's up in the med bay, rolling cotton balls. So.
Aye aye!
Let's get started, Andre. Take the limiter off the backup engine.
You trying to kill our backup engine too?
We're the best in Edinburgh, right? If we're that good, we can keep it from overheating.
Can't argue there, Missy.
Back it with ice.
Okay, fellas. We got the fix of a lifetime on our hands. Let's get to it!
Rah! Cry of the Centurion. Angie, I need you to crawl back into the reactor, Chuck.
Things are about to get busy. I should make sure the gauze and bandages are close at hand.
The disinfectant is over here. Angie, can I ask you to disinfect the lighter wounds?
Yeah, I'll do my best.
That coat is so big on her. And it looks cute.
A reliable assistant indeed. If you start feeling sick, you can always go back to your room. Ah, that's some aggressive acceleration.
Are you crying?
Hmm? What was that?
Nothing.
Glimmer of hope. Come on.
So that's it, huh? We're going up against Kai himself.
Shh. He's Forseti now. I don't know if he's the commander here, but that request was urgent enough that we know the Valkyria's in play.
Yup.
My brother, Forseti, told me he had the strongest Valkyria in his unit. I guess his plan was to attack the Cavalier and use their distress call to lure us out.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Makes sense. It's a good plan.
Man, we got a real-life Valkyria and a guy who doesn't care about using dirty tactics to win.
Yeah, it's a dangerous combination, all right. Claude, any idea how we're getting through this?
We've never gone head-to-head against them before. I don't know what kind of strategy would work. But there is a chance. Valkyria isn't a perfect weapon.
With that kind of power, I'd say she's pretty damn close.
No, that's just it. She might be too strong. I got the impression she couldn't fully control her power. If she had full command over it, she could have destroyed the entire Cygnus fleet.
He's right.
Huh. Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Even if you've got the most powerful rifle in the world, you couldn't hit a sleeping Porcavian without your sights.
I'm gonna say poor Cavian is a pig.
We don't have to confront all that firepower head on. We've got a weapon on our side called strategy.
Okay, if you're asking me to be strategic, we're in trouble.
And that will give us our chance to win.
Or in my case, lose spectacularly. Okay, so Clash on the Crystal Sea. Ooh, that's an interesting map, considering it's meant to be crystal and sea-ish and things. We've been going for about half an hour, so we probably will call it here. This has been fun. I like this. We were going to look at the squad stories, but we're not going to. We're going to leave it here. So things are picking up. We're going to go and try and save the Cavalier. Chimera is resisting Lance's attempts to show her that she's more than just an experiment, and she deserves more out of life. But he's a bit of a creep, so I can understand why she's resistant. And Fenrir is just a cute puppy. And Angie, I think she actually, it's like the metal talks to her. So the metal of the ship is saying, ow, we're moving faster than I'm really wanting to do. I think she's probably going to crawl back inside the engine at like a crucial point and bring all the main reactor online and stuff like that. We'll see. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, then please do hit that like button. Don't forget to comment and share. If you're new to the channel like we saw, please do consider subscribing. Any strategies for the next mission? If you played the game before, let me know in the comments section. I could use some help. Until then, you lot take care of yourselves. I'll see you there. Bye bye.